So hello everyone, my name is Baan. I live in the Netherlands. I am 46 years old and I have 4 kids and happily married. Maybe it's the other way around. I played with Legos, got interested in techniques, uh, building stuff, and that's why I became an aerospace engineer more or less. And when my kids grew older, I built some stuff for my kids. They liked it, we built some stuff together, but now I'm actually mainly building for myself. I'm afraid I love Lego the most. My kids like, of course, playing with everything I built, but they grow older and they like games more and more. So I used to share my passion for Lego Star Wars with my oldest son. Now my youngest is pretty interested, but you cannot compete with games, I'm afraid. I think I use my engineering skills for this. So I start with fantasizing how it should look, what it should do, what it should be capable of. Then I start sketching, maybe something in Studio from the Bricklink website. Yeah, and then I start trying out, look at bricks, what they can do, what I can use, and then combining it together and make a nice build. Well, my favorite mock is my ATTE from Star Wars. I have it here. I will show it here. If you follow me on Instagram, it's jbb_777. You can watch the thing in action. It can walk around, so the legs have a very natural movement. It can articulate, so it can steer, and the gun can rotate and elevate. So I was able to pack all that in this model. It was quite a challenge, and it took me, I think, about a year to really finish the design from start to finish. And then we're talking about, well, 6 to 8 hours a week. So it's still a hobby. Well, I think the most challenging thing I built was for sure the ATTE, to get the legs and the walking motion as natural as possible, and also with enough power to make it walk. And I was lucky enough to find a Buis brick that could provide the power, because with a normal Lego battery box it was virtually impossible to generate the power to make all the legs move simultaneously. But yeah, it came out quite nicely. I think I'm looking at movies, especially Star Wars, and also I watch what my kids do. So I have also a gunship that I designed, and that was actually because I saw that that was the most beloved model around, because it has a lot of play features. You can put minifigs in, you can open the hatches, close the hatches, it can fly, it can shoot rockets, everything. So that was quite an inspiration. And the ATTE I did because my son wanted an ATTE in his arsenal. But as a true engineer, I completely overdid it and made it way too fancy. But it's a hobby, so I allow myself to do that. I made a lot of mocks, and after a while you break it down or you sell it, and then you start a new mock. But at a certain point I realized I have to to keep it and extend the build gradually, so I decided to make modules, and each time I finish a module I can fit it on top or next to the previous module. So by now I have quite a couple of modules, and I can stack them and fit them together, and it's becoming one giant Star Wars base. So if I would have done something differently in the past, I think I should have started earlier with the modules. So if you, then all the effort from the past would be retained and it could be integrated into one big build. If you go on my Instagram, you can maybe see all the modules for the Star Wars base I built by now. I think the ATTE with the complex walking motion wouldn't be possible without a buoys, I guess. And also I like details, so I don't like the infrared receiver being exposed on the outside of my models, and with the buoys it's just inside. It has the Bluetooth, and nothing is exposed on the outside, so it allows me to make really smooth models, and also complex ones, because complex models tend to require more power. Well, I'm planning on making the Juggernaut for from the Mandalorian series. It's the Juggernaut they race through the forest, being chased by pirates, and all the Juggernauts they explode, except of course the one from where the Mandalorian is driving. And I think that's a good opportunity to make something fast, and I plan to use the buoys for that as well.